Welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for September 15th to the 23rd. We're taking a look into the mind, body, and spirit, as well as the energy for relationships with the closing message from the universe. All of the timelines for each sign are going to be below in the description box, as well as links to the cards I'm using and my website, my Facebook, and Instagram page for those of you seeking a personal reading, or if you'd like to inquire about the organites that you do see in my videos, as they are all made by me. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. I do recommend checking out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Some people have told me that the readings that you did for this week really resonated with me from last week. Or I may hear, that reading that you did a couple weeks ago actually really came true a couple weeks later. So take the energy as it is. Remember that I am reading for the collective, and I love hearing your comments. Please, by all means, leave comments below in the description box. That really makes me happy. You can message me personally. Let me know if the readings have resonated with you. Please click like. Please share my videos. Please subscribe to my channel, because that actually what happens when you subscribe is it actually pushes each channel up a little higher, so that more people can see it, and it really supports those that are making these videos for you. So thank you so much. Again, I truly appreciate your support. It has meant so much to me. Have an amazing week, everyone. Take care. Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for September 15th to the 23rd. We're looking into the energy for the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with the closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but if they do, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. I do also recommend taking a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, so let's get into it and let's see what is coming through for Aquarius for this week. Sorry, I just had to take my glasses off. I realized I was wearing them, and I also realized I couldn't see anything that I was doing. So there you go. All right, 1 second here. One more for Aquarius. All right. Okay, for the mind, we have cleaning house. For the body, we have magical map shifter. And for the spirit, we have the mountain. Okay, actually, Aquarius, I think I know exactly what's going on here. So, mentally, you are in a place of cleaning things out, okay, as it says here with the cleaning house. This isn't only old things from the past. This is current energy that I feel that you may have, for some reason, felt yourself trapped in, okay? It feels as though energy that was, it's like sweeping out the cobwebs is what I'm hearing, okay? And that's the image that I get off of this card. It's like sweeping through in order to start shifting yourself, in order to start creating a new map for yourself. It feels like the energy that you were carrying in some aspect was repeating like a cycle. You can see here, he's got this circle going on. You might have been repeating a cycle of in some way. What I'm feeling here is that he's going through a shift. It's almost as though choosing, okay, which road do I want to take? Which way do I want to go now? But what you're doing at that same time is you're clearing out this old junk that is no longer needed, no longer necessary, things that were holding you back. It's like you can now see clearer, or you're about to see clearer by sweeping away those cobwebs, okay? And you can see that he's got a mask on. So what I'm getting from this is he's following his intuition. Now, with this deck, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the map or the mountain means. So I am going to take a look. I want to look this up because this card has never actually come out for me before. And I do want to see what it says. And it says, you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. And it says sometimes you'll come across what appears to be insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around the mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easier way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the right action. So what I'm getting from this is what Spirit is really saying here is that, yes, there have been obstacles in the way. However, I do believe that some of those obstacles were prescribed. Okay. You put them there yourself. And this could be by your thoughts, by possibly some of your actions, and again, by repeating cycles. All right. So what is happening now? I feel like the mountain is saying, okay, look at, you know what? There's an easier path, and that path is going to be by shifting that map. What is it that you want to achieve? But in order to do this, like, what is it that you want to achieve? It's time to go to it. But again, you don't need to climb that mountain. You might be able to just take that tunnel right through it, because of the fact that you're sweeping away those old cobwebs that were perhaps blocking your view. Maybe they were blocking your insight in some manner. This is what I'm getting. So it feels like the mountain is actually opening up for you in order to make this an easier passage. It's almost like if you look at his mouth, this is what I'm seeing. It's like if you look through his mouth, you can actually feel like you're walking all the way through and going into that tunnel. It's like that tunnel is that guiding light, and that's what I'm getting. So I know for me personally, this rings very, very true. In fact, this last week, because I am an Aquarius sun, there have been things that have come up that, has put me into this place, like where it felt like I was repeating a cycle of some sort. And interesting enough, I was actually talking to my son this week, and I was like, I can't wait to go through, and I have an empty, spare room, which I'm going to be cleaning out. I'm going to be going through. It's going to help clean a lot of the clutter that's around here. And I don't mean my house is messy. It's just, everybody builds up some sort of clutter. And it's interesting that this comes through, because this is really the energy that I have been feeling. And it feels as though things are really going to start shifting, okay? But it's also a conscious decision, because you're sweeping out, again, these cobwebs or these things that are not necessary. It's like moving them out of the way in order to really start cleaning what it is that's within our mind, our soul, our body. We're going to be able to make those shifts that it is that we want to do. And again, with Spirit, it's like Spirit is saying, look at, now that you've moved those obstacles out of the way, your path is so much clearer. It's so much it's more straightforward. It's allowing you to actually see where it is that you need to go. And we're going to start showing you that guiding light. Even though they've been showing the guiding light, those cobwebs have been blocking that view. Okay? So you might not have been able to see them as clearly as you would have liked. All right, so let's get some clarifying cards and let's see what's coming through. This is amazing energy, to be perfectly honest. It's almost like, here's the path, here's the light. Now you can really follow it, because you don't have all of this other, crap that's in the way. All right. And, sometimes, this could be current energy. This could be a bit of a past energy. This could even be a future energy. So for those of you that, are looking at this and you're going, okay, well, I haven't quite felt that yet. Allow this energy to come through is what I keep getting. If you're getting the urge, okay, I'm hearing like if you get the urge or the desire to start, if old things are starting to come up to the surface and putting you, because we are in, Mars retrograde right now. We have a moon in Libra, or no, Virgo, that I believe is coming through. What I'm getting here is that there's a lot of anxiety around right now. And I feel that as it's coming up, okay? There's a reason for it. And the reason is to allow yourself to clear it. It's not to hang on to. It's kind of like moving a sofa and you see a cobweb, you sweep away the cobweb. So take it like that. So if anxieties or old memories start surfacing, or if there's some sort of sense of, like you're repeating things, again, move that couch, sweep out that cobweb and move forward. Make a new room chart, make a new map, okay? Make a new map towards your goal, because now you're starting to be able to really see that light and you're being guided. Okay, let's get clarifying. Yeah, the wheel of things are turning. Exactly like I said, that map, right? Things are now starting to turn in your fortune. When that wheel of fortune comes through, we've got this wheel. I even hear a wheel. It's like circles are ending. It's time to move forward. Things are turning into your favor now. We also have the Knight of Coins. So I love this card because I think the Knight of Coins is kind of one of my favorite cards, because even though sometimes the progress is slow, so this doesn't need to be a process that has to happen overnight. This may take, and sometimes it actually takes some time to properly clear out things that we no longer need. But when that Knight of Coins comes through, he takes his time. But here's the thing, he's also a very grounded card, okay? What his work does is very tangible. It's progress, but it's solid progress. It's not the progress of the Knight of Wands, who sort of flits all over the place, and eventually he reaches his destination. But that Knight of Coins coming through, that Knight of Pentacles, this is solid, tangible progress. So it's basically saying, yes, we're here to support you. It might be a longer journey. Okay, it's not going to be a quick journey, but the reason for that length of journey is because there's lessons to learn. There's things that are really going to be released. There's things that are really moving you forward toward that guiding light. Each step is going to be a very significant progress towards your goal. And we have the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of intuitive messages that are going to be coming through. So when this Queen of Cups comes through, she can be very psychic. She can be very intuitive. Okay. She can also be, emotions. She's grabbing a hold of her emotions. She's starting to understand perhaps some of her emotions. She's going deep into herself in order to learn, study, and understand her emotions. Now, I know many Aquariuses, that might not resonate with everyone, but I know some Aquariuses have, trouble sometimes tapping into that deeper emotional side, right? Because there tends to be a more logical side toward the Aquarius mindset. Now, with this Queen that's coming through, again, I do feel that some old emotions are going to be coming up to the surface, maybe things that may have been buried, but these are also things that you're going to have to, or that they're coming up for a reason, in order for you to process them properly, in order to release them, to let them go, to have a better understanding of yourself, but also having a better understand of that next step in that map. Okay, that next journey, that next progress, seeing that light in a clearer sense. We also have the Eight of Wands. This is beautiful energy. So what I'm getting here is the Eight of Wands can be very, this can be a very passionate card. It also talks about sometimes, the Eight of Wands being like Cupid's arrows, perhaps heading towards either something or perhaps something or someone in a loving sense, like those arrows heading towards some sort of relationship. But what I'm also getting here, this relationship could be within yourself. It could be, towards another person in some way, or allowing, it's like you're sending out those Cupid arrows and they're feeling it. But I'm also getting here is that once you clear out things are going to start, you're going to start noticing a faster progression towards what it is that you're desiring, towards your manifestations, allowing them, because now that they not only do you have a clear path, they have a clear path in order to come to you. So it's like when you shoot out an arrow, okay, towards your manifestation or whatever it is that you're creating or desiring, it has a clear path to go through. It's not getting stuck by cobwebs or clutter or whatever it is that could have been clogging up that mindset and holding you back. It now has that straight path in order to reach what it is that you're wanting to bring through. We also have the devil energy. And we have the Hanged Woman. So again, what I'm getting here is it's going to be important. I'm feeling though with this Knight of Coins. So I feel like the reason that Knight of Coins is coming through, because it's that slow progress, but it is that steady and, progressive progress. What I'm getting with that Hangman and the devil energy, as much as you want to move forward or maybe even miss some steps, it really feels here going into yourself and again releasing. There might be some obsessions, okay? It might be even an obsessive thinking in some way. That's why I feel like the progress might take its time. And then we're not talking like, 10 years or a year or anything like that. But what I'm talking about is you don't want to rush through this process, okay? Rushing through it is going to send you back into a place that is going to be repeating some sort of sense of a cycle. All right. What you want to do is you want to take your time. You want to reach each goal. You want to reach each memory or each thing from the past and really clear it out. You really want to take your time with that broom, cleaning out what it is that is holding you back. And again, the more that you're cleaning out, it's allowing that wheel to turn. It's allowing that progress to come through. New and exciting adventure. So it's going to be worth you taking your time going ahead and doing this. What did I say? That Two of Cups, right? Heading towards possibly some sort of relationship. Now, for those that aren't seeking a relationship, or maybe you're in a positive relationship, in a current relationship, whatever it is, that Two of Cups can also represent things that we love, or perhaps a manifestation that you've been desiring, whatever it is. What it is like an unconditional love towards something. And this is what I'm getting. So for those of you that are seeking a relationship, it even could be possibly a person of interest. What I'm getting here is it's like you're being shown that path towards this, towards that unconditional love. You're sending your arrows towards this. However, there's nothing that's blocking this anymore. So if you're, been dreaming about a particular person, maybe there's a particular relationship in some way, like the aspects behind the relationship of what it is that you're trying to draw in, those arrows are now not going to be hitting roadblocks along the way. Okay, it's going straight through, allowing again your vision and your desire to be reached. That clear path towards that Two of Cups energy, towards unconditional love in some manner. And we have the Princess of Coins. So when this card comes in, it's like a new energy towards something. It's giving a new creation towards something, and it's something that is going to be very grounded. When that coins comes through, it's like the early energy towards something that is going to be now when I say material, okay, it's like earthbound. Okay, it doesn't need to be money, riches, cars, although maybe that is your manifestation. What it is though is it's a grounded energy, so it's an earthbound type of energy. And what I'm getting here is that there might be, it's like a new energy. It could be a new passion towards something. Okay, again, that Two of Cups, bringing in a new energy towards what it is that you're seeking and desiring. It's like looking at something in a whole new way. Okay, looking at the intricacies of something in a beautiful way. And you might have been looking at something and maybe seeing something, as dull or not. It's like you're not seeing it with its true colors, okay? Or you're not seeing it with its shininess, right? You might have been looking at something and going, I feel like the passion towards it, but I'm not feeling all of the passion towards it. And the way she's looking at this coin, it's almost like she's holding it and looking at it in a new way. It's shining, okay? And it allows a new passion towards what it is that you're desiring. And we have the Eight of Cups. So again, leaving old energies walking away. You might, for some of you, you might even look at something that you thought was all bright and shiny, but you're really realizing that it was dull, and now you're heading towards something else. Okay. But what I'm also getting here is that for some of you, leaving that past, you're leaving that past and you're going towards this brand new future in some manner. Okay. It really feels like gates are opening for you. It feels like new things are coming through. It's like you just opened those doors and you're suddenly seeing things in a brand new, beautiful manner. So let's take a look into relationships and see what's coming through for you this week, Aquarius. See what the universe has to say. Honestly, that energy really excited me, so it was kind of hard to talk because it was so relatable for me as I'm looking at it. I was just like, wow, that really, really, really hit home. And you know, I feel that for some of you, you know, you're absolutely going to resonate. Now, the other thing I do recommend is, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, maybe check out your moon, you know, your other signs like the sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well, because there may be extra messages that are coming through in order to better help that journey. All right, so let's take a look at relationships and seeing what's coming through for Aquarius for this week. I'm feeling like this one. Listen. Listen to your guides. Listen to yourself. Detach. Remember we had that devil energy? You know, it's about attachment, possession, obsession, right? It's time to detach. And we have just breathe. These are beautiful cards. So I feel like for some of you, in order to create, now remember when we talk about relationships, this doesn't need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, co-workers. But what I'm also getting here is that with that detach, it feels like for some of you, you know, we had that devil energy come through. There could be, and when I say obsession, I don't mean that, you know, you're following around and stalking or anything like that. But it could be something or someone that has been on your mind an awful lot. And it almost feels like you have to detach from that energy. Just breathe, have faith, have trust, listen to your guides, because again, I feel like you're being guided toward something, some sort of stronger bond, some sort of stronger relationship. Now, this could be with a person of interest, and it's just changing the relationship in order to make it stronger, more durable, more steady, more, you know, whatever it is, more loving, right? But I feel that for some of you, because we had those cobwebs in our heads, right? There was those cobwebs that were blocking the manifestations. Now Spirit is saying, look it, just breathe. Detach. Listen to the guidance that's coming through instead of getting into a place of some sort of sense of anxiety or worrying about how a situation is going to turn out, or, you know, again, you know, with that devil energy, maybe perhaps watching on social media or whatever it is. It's like, just detach, breathe, relax. Things are coming to fruition. That wheel is turning. It is bringing in that Two of Cups. It is bringing in, you know, that unconditional love in some manner, but you have to allow it. And in order to allow it, we can't sit there and be attached to the outcome of it. We can't be attached to the who, what, where, when, and why, right? Because when we do that, it really screws up the energy. So it's like, detach a little bit, take a step back, breathe, and have faith and trust that the universe is bringing it together for you. So we have beautiful energy, the 10 of Coins. So this is the 10 of Pentacles. This is coming in as something steady, something reliable, something that, you know, when we have that 10 of Coins, this is long term. This is like heritage, family, traditions, okay? And I feel like that might be something that you are desiring in some manner, whether it's within a current relationship, it could be even just with yourself, it could be somebody, you know, that you have your eye on, however it is. But it feels like this is what you're desiring. This is what you're trying to create. And again, it's like, listen, detach, just breathe. It's coming. You have to allow it. Allow that process to come through, especially with that Knight of Pentacles, okay? It may not be overnight, but it's coming your way, and it's going to be solid and grounded and have that long-term sustainability. We've also got that Three of Cups energy coming in, so it's going to be time to celebrate. I'm also getting here, one of the ways to detach is to have more fun, okay? Whether this is working on a hobby, whether this is, finding something, to spend your time on just for yourself, something that is going to allow you to detach from some sense of energy. But here's the thing, is that when we are in a place of having fun, playfulness, celebration, I also am feeling the energy of gratitude, okay? So have gratitude for what it is that you have currently in front of you right now. You got a roof over your head, you got food, you got whatever it is, right? Have that gratitude, because having that gratitude is going to bring in more abundance. But I'm also hearing here, listen, because as we're in this energy of being playful and allowing, we've also got the solar plexus energy, right? This is stability. This is, sustainability. We have that Three of Cups. When our solar plexus, when we are having a good time, our solar plexus, like our stomach chakra, okay, it's right around the stomach area. It's not tight. Okay, it's not holding on to things. It's allowing yourself to breathe. And when we're in that process of breathing, what are we doing? We're allowing. Okay, when we're detached and we're breathing and we're just allowing. That's what I keep getting. And we have that Knight of Cups. And this is somebody possibly presenting an offer to us. Okay, it is that Knight of Cups. It is that knight coming forward with a cup of love. Right? And this is amazing and beautiful energy. It feels like this Knight of Cups is coming to present in some way this Ten of Pentacles, coming towards you to present this, and having that long-term stability, that joy, that knowing that you're in something stable and beautiful and romantic and unconditional. That's what this is representing. And again, but you need to get into this, this place of celebration, having that trust, having that faith that the universe is bringing it to you. This is what I'm getting. So this week is allow yourself to work through these energies. Even if you just take a couple hours a day and just focus on things that are bringing you some sense of pleasure. Again, take a walk, or, go to the beach, depending where you live, or, read a good book. Do something that is for you and remove and detach yourself from the energy around you. Continue to clean that house, because that is going to clean out those cobwebs. When I'm talking about cleaning the house, I mean, you can physically clean your house if you really feel like it, but it's more talking about that mental state, okay? And when you're in this element of joy and celebration, it is automatically cleaning out things that you were hanging on to. It's like removing all of those cobwebs. It's moving away the dust and the dirt that was holding you back, preventing you from seeing that guiding light, but it's going to allow you to come through. Okay, it's going to allow this Knight of Cups to come through to you to present some sort of offer. So let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. Okay, we got a closing message from the universe for Aquarius. This is amazing energy, because almost like it's like a guidebook, okay, from the universe is what I'm getting. The universe is giving you this guidebook this week and saying, look at, these manifestations are coming to fruition. This energy is being created for you. So we're going to give you, a workbook, or maybe even some tasks, to concentrate on, have gratitude, clean out those cobwebs, allow some sort of energy to come through in order to release it, because a new map is on its way, right? That new guidebook is coming through. We're showing you, we're allowing you to create these manifestations. We're giving you the directions in order to do so. That's what I keep hearing. Okay. Let's get some closing messages. Okay. No. I'm going to take these three because they wanted to come out. So Stargaze, star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. You know, when I look at this card as well, this does remind me of the star card from tarot. So this is the Aquarius card, okay? And it does say, follow the voice of your soul. What did we have? We had listen. Remember, listen. Listen to your soul. It is giving you the guidance that you need. We also have animal guardians. Trust your instincts. Trust and thrive. Okay, there's a lot of cards talking about trust in here. Trust, listen, follow the guidance that is coming through. Quiet the mind, clean out the cobwebs, clean out the things that are no longer needed or necessary for you at this time. This is coming through. Your guidance is coming through. Just trust it. Trust your intuition. Keep following that path. You've got the directions. This is what I'm receiving. So I truly hope that that has helped, Aquarius. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. I wish you all the best of weeks. Many blessings. All right, take care. Thank you. Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for September 15th to the 23rd. We're taking a look into the energy for the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but also check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, let's see what's coming through for Libra this week. Okay, Libra. Heal the ouch. Ooh, that's for the mind. For the body, we have moonlight. And for the soul, we have rock bottom. I do feel that for some of you, you may have felt that you reached a place where you may have possibly reached a sense of a rock bottom, okay? Now remember that this could be past energy, it could be current energy, it could be coming up energy. So what I'm getting here is it feels like for some of you, you feel that things are being hidden, okay? Maybe there's things that are still coming to light. What I'm also getting here is within the mindset, it's like you're trying to heal, or you need to heal some sort of energy that brought you to this place of rock bottom. Now, when we talk about rock bottom, I don't feel that, you know, you're physically or actually reaching a sense of rock bottom. At least I hope not. But what I'm getting here is like there's it's like you're letting something truly go. It's like there's no more turning back towards something is what I'm getting. It almost feels like you've reached a place where you're like, I am done. I'm done, you know, and I need to heal. I need to heal something. Something is needing to be healed. Something is being illuminated at this time. Now, this actually could have to do with secrets that are about to, you know, come to the surface, but it also could be talking about illuminating some sort of path to healing is what I'm also getting here. We're going to get some clarification cards, of course, but what I'm getting here is I feel like this, whatever this is, this rock bottom, it does feel like there is almost a sense of hopelessness, but I'm not getting that there's a true sense of hopelessness about it. It might be more of a feeling. I'm actually going to read the book, you know, in regards to that rock bottom, simply because I want to help those that are looking at that and feeling like a sense of dismay of some sort. And it says surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and a new strategy are being called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and in all matter of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. Now, the thing is that sometimes with miracles, what we have to remember is it may not be the same pattern or the same place that has been occurring in the past, because again, I am getting that things are still about to be illuminated, but again, I also feel that for some of you, and perhaps for all of you, even though things are coming up to the surface, they're going to be illuminated by that moon card. So if we look at moonlight as the moon card in the tarot, the tarot deck, what we're getting here is that there's things under the surface. Okay, there might be feelings that something is wrong, you don't know quite what it is, and it will be illuminated. But I also feel that that illumination is going to lead to that stairwell, okay, that is going to bring you to a higher path. But what it's also doing here is asking you to heal from whatever it is. I feel like turning back to the same thing isn't going to be in your benefit. So whatever it is that has hit some sort of sense of rock bottom, it's time to move forward. It's time to allow a miracle to appear in order to show you a new path towards something. And again, repeating the same thing over and over, isn't going to be the way, to find the thing that is going to help you heal. It is not going to show you that stairwell or that path leading out of that rock bottom. You don't want to keep doing the same things. So it's almost like go into yourself, allow some sort of sense of contemplation to come through. You can see she's sitting in the moonlight, she's contemplating, she's really doing some thinking about what is coming through, maybe her next step, her next path, healing, doing the healing, heal that out. And this is not only on a mental phase, but also on possibly a physical or emotional level. Allow that healing to come through. When that healing is allowed to come through, when you no longer resist, okay, it's like they said, surrender to what it is that is done. Okay, I'm just going to give an example. For some people, a relationship is done. Okay, and I'm going to use relationship because that seems to be the most common in most things, and it's just done, and it's done. All right, the signs have been there. Maybe there was things under the surface that you weren't seeing, like infidelities, cheating, somebody lying, whatever it is. And it feels like for some people, you wanting to go back to it. It's like, well, this is all I know, so I'm going to continue going back to it. But basically, whether it's through the person or whether circumstances, you also know it's just done. Okay, that thing is over with. And continuing to go back, you're not allowing yourself to surrender to a new miracle trying to come through. So what it's asking you to do is to heal. All right, heal what it has that hurts you. Heal from the lessons that were supposed to be learned during this moment or during that time, with whether it's a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is. It's time to heal and it's time to move forward. Allow a miracle of some sort to come over. The other thing I'm receiving too, when we go into a place of surrender, sometimes we think a situation is completely hopeless. So what we tend to do is we do tend to get into that moon energy where we worry, we try to get insight, we're poking around instead of just allowing something to come through. It's almost like, again, she's in a place of contemplation. So contemplate, heal, and then sometimes what happens is a miracle comes through in order to really heal a situation as well. It may not be the healing that you're desiring, but maybe the healing is going to be even better than the outcome that you had anticipated. Okay, sometimes, again, let's look at a relationship. Letting go of one relationship, a brand new relationship could come through that is going to be absolutely miraculous. All right, so let's get some clarification and see what's coming through for that. So we have the Three of Coins. It does feel like some sort of collaboration. When the Three of Pentacles comes through, this could be asking you to have some sort of collaboration, possibly with another person. What I'm getting here is the Three of Coins can talk about like a contract. It can be a soul contract. It can be an actual physical contract in some way. And what I'm getting is, because it's coming through with that heal the out, what I'm receiving here is I feel like for some of you, this might be a karmic contract that is now over. Okay. But again, if you're hanging on to that contract, All right. You're refusing to tear it up. You're not allowing that true miracle of something else to come through. When you're hanging on to, especially a soul contract or perhaps a karmic partner of some sort, even though you know it's done, you know that it's hit a rock bottom in some sense. Okay. If you don't tear up that contract and allow yourself to move forward, you're not allowing a new miracle, a new sense, a new love, whatever it is. This could be job, it could be home, you know, it could have to do with anything, right? Take it as it resonates for you. This even could possibly be a mindset, okay, you know, within yourself. But what I'm getting here is that there's a karmic situation that is over. Yeah, that Ace of Swords, it's like that awareness coming through as well. When that Ace of Swords, it's like you know it. You know it's done, but you're hanging on, okay? For some of you, maybe you've let go and now you're just doing the healing. And you're, you know, this is that confirmation for you that what you have let go of was absolutely necessary to come through, you know, to be let go of. So you have that awareness. But again, for many of you, I do feel that you know it's something is over. Okay, you have that awareness towards it. Spirit has come through. It's told you. You felt it. You felt it within your mind, body, and soul. And now it's time to just cut it away. All right, allow that cutting to come through. Look at that Five of Swords. When you're in that Five of Swords energy, this is like a win or lose, right? You know, it's like an all or nothing. And what I'm getting here is, again, you know, the Five of Swords can be, he can be a little bit manipulative, and this is not what I'm saying about you, but this can be sort of a mindset of, I have to win, I have to take it all back, I have to take everything. Again, take it as it resonates with you, but what I'm getting here, this could be you, it could be somebody else. Again, I'm feeling like you just need to walk away. You need to let something go. You need to walk away. You don't need to walk away with all of the swords, right? And you can see that he's sort of left a couple, but I don't feel that he meant to leave those. He's looking back. He wants to take them too, but he might not be able to carry them at this point. And I feel like that's part of some of your burns. It's like you're looking back. You know you should walk away, but you're almost looking back and going, well, maybe I could still grab these. And really what Spirit is saying, look, it's done. Just go. Just go. Because that is going to open the door for something new and something beautiful. Look at this. We've got the Moon card coming through. That's like that confirmation of what I was saying in regards to the moon. Things under the surface. And again, here's the thing, is sometimes that if we don't walk away when we know something is done, when that awareness comes through, those things that we were worried about that were under the surface and coming to the surface, they might just do that. And what it could do is actually break that contract for you, but in a way that is like a tower moment where it leaves things in a place of more hurt, more pain, you know, harder to find that staircase leading out of that rock bottom. Okay. So this is what we really, it's like intuitively, you already know. You already know what it is that you have to release. And again, this could be just something as simple as a mindset. It could be a relationship. It could be a job, whatever it is. But it's time. It's time. Yeah. Four of Cups. This could represent somebody, this could actually represent two things, because I'm hearing two energies that are coming in. That Four of Cups could be somebody that has, you know, turned away, and you might be that person who, you know, that's trying to take this out of some place of being in the rock bottom. And it might be your energy that is pushing and trying to create something new out of this. But I do feel that for some of you, this card is saying, look at, you know, your person. Again, if this has to do with relationships, careers, whatever, they've turned, you know, like let it go. Maybe you feel that they're missing an opportunity, but in reality, they're just done. This also could be too, is that by continuing this energy, You don't want to take a chance on missing an opportunity of that miracle. Now, here's the thing. What is meant for us will always come and return to us, right? So even if you feel that you've missed, some sort of opportunity at this time, remember that it can come through. But again, you're going to have to let go. You're going to have to release some sort of karmic contract here. The Temperance, yeah. So, this is about balancing energies, right? The Temperance. And again, I do feel like letting go of a karmic might bring in that true soulmate. It might bring in that true soul partner or that soul connection in some manner. This is what I'm getting. I feel that for some of you, this, letting go of that is going to bring in what it is that you're truly desiring ultimately. Even though we sometimes have our heads wrapped around a particular person, and again, we might be looking at them as, oh, they're all it is. This is all I've known, or this is the person that I've, spent so much time with, whatever, but if you're not truly happy, that it's hit some sort of sense of rock bottom. It's not putting it into a balanced energy. And this is what I keep getting, that Temperance card. Sometimes people look at this card as that true twin flame soulmate connection, because it is that equal balance of energies, and that is really what that twin flame soul connection has to do with. Now, if this has to do with jobs, or it has to do with another aspect within your life, also take it as in the extent that, even if one job leaves, or you're ready to walk away, you're ready to end that karmic situation. Some jobs can be karmic situations as well. Again, something new, something beautiful, something more balanced, something more abundant will come through. Okay, yeah. Queen of Swords. Love it. The Justice card. And Libra, this is your card, okay? So when we, the Justice card talks about, this is the Libra card, right? We've also got, again, more balance. Justice is very much about balance. It's about balancing and weighing. It's looking at a situation, maybe perhaps, making a decision towards something. But again, what I'm receiving here is this is all about balance. It's time to let go. And, when that Queen of Swords comes through, I feel that for some of you, this might be a hard thing to do, simply because there might have been a lot of emotion attached to it, maybe for years or for a long time, whatever it is. But when that Queen of Swords comes through, it's time to basically say, look, I'm taking that step back. I'm cutting away that no longer serves me. I don't need to reach completely rock bottom by circumstances bringing it to me. I'm going to find the miracle in it, and I'm going to walk towards it. And that's what I keep getting. So we have the Temperance, we have the Justice. And some people look at the Queen of Swords even as the Libra. I take it as an Aquarius card, but everybody reads differently, right? But basically this is saying it's time. And we also have the Three of Cups, beautiful energy. So it's like leading to a sense of celebration. When we balance ourselves, when we cut away things that we no longer need, when we look for that miracle of that staircase and guiding us towards what it is that we are truly wanting, what we're truly desiring, we can go into that place of celebration and really, truly enjoying the miracles that are coming for us, allowing those miracles to come forth for us. All right, so let's take a look into relationships and see what's coming through for those right now. For you, Libra, because maybe this will have, another, some more clarity towards what it is. Now, relationships, they don't need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and co-workers. Just take them as they resonate with you. And for some more guidance, as I said, check out your sun, moon, rising signs, okay? Because sometimes, we might look at a situation and, we might think, okay, well, I need more guidance in this. And looking at, especially with our moon signs, I did put a link down below in the description box that will help you determine what your moon sign is as well. And sometimes watching the reading for the moon sign can make, things a lot more clear. All right? Okay. I'm making a big mess here, but that's okay. So this is relationships for Libra. I feel like this one. Yeah, confront yourself, confront what it is, maybe even confront, you know, that karmic, whatever it is, that it could be, it may not be completely confront a person, but confronting your shadow self in order to help you release some sort of karmic situation. Choose your battles. Look at that. Choose your battles. Balance that energy. Do you want to stay in a place of rock bottom, or are you just going to move ahead and accept the miracle that's trying to come through? And we've got the throat chakra. For some of you, there may be a confrontation that needs to happen, a confrontation that has happened, one that's, you know, maybe it's a current energy, but we've got this throat chakra, we've got the confront, and we've got choose your battles. I feel like you need to, when we talk about confront, okay, a lot of people look at that as a more aggressive energy. But what I'm getting here is choose your battles. What I'm feeling here is how are you going to confront some sort of energy? Again, this could be a karmic relationship that you're releasing in some way. This, you know, again, relationships could have to do with ourselves. What is it of your shadow self that you need to confront? It feels like there needs to be some sort of sense of honest and open communication about moving forward. Even if somebody isn't in a place where they're completely ready to let go of something, let's say it's your karmic partner, but you're feeling that this is in a place of rock bottom and you're kind of wondering, am I, you know, can I make this work? Can I do this? Can I do that? Maybe it's time to confront that, have a true and honest conversation without it being a, you know, an aggressive way. It just feels, again, choose your battles. There might be something that you need to, you know, that needs to be said. Can it change the situation? Possibly. Maybe that's where that miracle comes from. However, we also had that Four of Cups energy coming through. So it does feel like that person may possibly, you know, just not make those steps forward in fixing the situation, and that's where that might hit that rock bottom. And at that point you may have to make some decisions about moving forward, about choosing a new path, about some sort of sense of balance. Now what I'm also getting is, because we did have that Temperance and that Justice card, which does talk about balance, I do feel, again, confronting might have to be in some sort of manner of diplomacy. Okay, it doesn't mean rush in and start yelling at somebody. Again, choose your battles. But I feel like you need to use your throat chakra wisely as we go through this. Okay, use your throat chakra wisely to confront who or what it is that you need to face, whether it's within yourself or whether it's an actual person. Okay. And again, accepting that this could be the end of something, that it's time to tear up that contract towards whatever it is in order to allow a new miracle to come through. Remember, what is ours will always come back, but we have to be in a place of celebration and joy in order to accept it. All right? So just because you're releasing something doesn't mean it can't come back. But again, it may just come back in a sense of a new person, a new love. All right. Yeah, King of Swords. You know, this is the dupe to the Queen of Swords that we just had, right? We had that Queen of Swords come through. When the King of Swords comes through, he talks about not only awareness, but he's looking at, it's an unemotional. Okay, so he basically, it's what I said, it's about diplomacy. It's a confronting something in a diplomatic type of way. The King of Swords isn't an emotional person. He doesn't come in aggressively. He doesn't, you know, come in and swing his sword around. He comes in and he has his strength and he has his awareness and he has his wits about him. And when he confronts something, he does it in a way that is just logical. And it's in a way like choosing, he chooses his battles. He chooses his battles very carefully. Okay. He doesn't waste his energy with nonsense. He doesn't waste his energy, creating drama in some sense. And if somebody else is creating drama, he just walks away from it. He has no use for that kind of stuff. He's a very undramatic type of person. And that's what I feel needs to happen. It's like allowing something to just go, looking at it in a way that is going to be logical, diplomatic, and again, there might have to be some sort of sense of confrontation coming through the Nine of Swords energy. What I'm getting here is it almost feels like some of you might be having conversations in your head. You might be wanting to confront somebody. That Nine of Swords can be a very dramatic card. It can also talk about, paranoia. It could be also talking about things not really as they appear. I do feel there needs to be some sort of confrontation, but it can't, again, be in a dramatic way. It's got to take away, choose your battles with that Nine of Swords, right? You don't want to go in an emotional way that could not upset a person, but upset a balance of some sort, okay? It's like you don't want to burn a bridge, is basically what I'm saying. You want to break a contract possibly. You want to break some sort of cycle, but you also don't want to get into an energy where you're going to be overly dramatic. You don't want to get into an energy where you're not logical or you're not looking at the reality of a situation, because that Nine of Swords can be not looking at things in its reality. Okay, so again, if you keep trying to create something when it's already hit rock bottom, if you're trying to hang on to it, you're not confronting an energy of some sort. If you're just stuck in a place of unhappiness, it's time to move that forward. It's time to cut it away. It's time to take a realistic and logical view at the actual situation and move it forward. Confront what it is and move away. Yeah, Princess of Swords. Again, I do feel like some sort of conversation needs to come through. And it could be, you confronting somebody and saying, look, I'm unhappy. I think this is done. It could be somebody coming to you and saying, I'm unhappy. I think this is done. Again, this could have to do with a mindset. It could be cutting away from friends, family, co-workers. It doesn't need to be romantic. But I do feel that you need to approach this situation. And it's going to be so, so important to not bring a sense of drama towards it, okay? It's really looking at things logically, really allowing yourself to cut away things that are no longer serving you. Even though you want to hang on to a relationship of some sort, it's in a place where it's done. Right? It's done. And, this again, it could be within yourself, an aspect of or an element of yourself that you're just done with and you want to move forward. You want to move forward in that place of celebration and joy and receiving miracles in a different manner. Because if our heads are caught in a place of drama or in a place of where we're not seeing things clearly, all right, it is going to prevent a sense of a miracle coming through. All right, so take that as it resonates with you, Libra, and we're going to get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. I do feel this sense of happiness. It's like once you allow it, I can't even explain it to you. Sometimes we hang on to things that we just no longer hang on to because they're comfortable to us, or, maybe we've been with something for a long time or somebody with a long time, or again, even just a mindset that we've been with for a while. And we're so scared of losing it because we don't know what's on the other side. But here's the thing, is that we're never going to know what's on the other side unless we let it go. And what I keep feeling, is like miracles are trying to come through. It's asking you, just surrender, allow us to bring you whatever it is that is supposed to come through for you. Hanging on to the old energy isn't going to bring a miracle, right? It's going to bring stagnancy and disappointment sometimes. Yeah, trust in higher forces. What a beautiful card. Trust. That they're trying to bring through a miracle for you. We have the Lady. Enjoy growth and reap the rewards as we grow, as we release the things that we no longer need. We're allowing ourselves to grow. Okay? We're receiving, we're reaping the rewards. It's miracles coming through. Let's get one more. Move in a new direction. Yeah. I think that's like the confirmation of what I was saying. It's time to move in a new direction. Whatever it is that you're hanging on to, or whatever it is that, you know, has hit some sort of sense of rock bottom, it's time to move in a new direction. Receive the miracles that are supposed to be yours, that are coming to you, that are trying to make their way to you at this time. Okay, so I truly hope that that has helped, Libra. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. And have an amazing week. Take care. Thank you. Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for September 15th to the 23rd. We're taking a look into the energies for the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationship, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do recommend you also check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well for extra messages that may want to come through. Okay, let's see what is going on with Gemini. I actually am hearing one more. Okay. For the body, for the mind, we have the wishing well. For the body, we have Metamorphosis, beautiful card. And for spirit, we have solitude. Yeah, I feel like, here's the thing, Gemini, what I'm getting is I do feel some very individual energy here. And what I mean by individual, it means like finding that some sort of sense of individuality within yourself. I feel like a metamorphosis, okay? Like as this is coming through, it feels like you may be on the verge of seeking some sort of physical or within your element, okay, external metamorphosis. It means making a change. What I'm getting here is you really need to go into yourself. I'm feeling like with this solitude card, it almost feels like going deep within yourself to discover what it is that you're truly desiring, what it is that you truly want, and then making that wish in order to make that metamorphosis. It almost feels like this is a very individual journey, okay, within yourself. It feels like there's, I feel like what I'm getting here is I don't feel like you guys need that, perhaps outside influence of some sort, but what I'm getting is sometimes you do seek it, okay? That there have been times where you sought out another opinion, or you've looked into perhaps a sense of, okay, you know, what is somebody else's thought toward this, instead of following your own path. I'm actually really getting here is like once you decide what it is that you're truly desiring, what it is that you truly want, it's allowing a metamorphosis towards a situation. It's like the solitude. Once you really gain what you're seeking, okay, a lot of times we have an idea of towards what it is that we want, and whether this is a relationship, whether this is a career, it's some sort of sense of movement, okay, is what I'm getting. Like you want to move towards something, especially with that metamorphosis. You want to change something, you want something to be created, you want something in a better state. But what I'm getting here is you've got to really decide on what it is, instead of maybe flipping back and forth. Okay, when I see that wishing well, you know, this is like a 9 of Cups energy. It's like make a wish and allow it to come true. But remember, what do we throw into a wishing well? We throw a coin. When we're flipping that coin into the air, you know, it's going heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. And it's like, instead of allowing that coin to spin, you have to settle on, do you really want the heads or do you want the tails? What is it that you want? Which side do you want? Allow yourself to go into this place of solitude, okay? Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go lock yourself up literally in a lighthouse, okay, for some of you. But what I am getting is allow yourself that peace, Okay, that peace within your mind. Even if you remove yourself from a particular situation at the moment, it will really help you come to a determination of what it is that you want, rather than flipping that coin and changing and like changing your mind. Okay, because when we're changing our mind, I did explain this. I believe it was, in the water signs, and the image that I got is very similar to the image that is coming through here. It's like when you're creating let's say a puzzle. Okay, let's say you're asking the universe for something. Kind of look at it as a puzzle, and you'll have the box, okay, in front of you. You know what the puzzle is supposed to look like. And so the universe takes that picture, okay, that's the vision that you've put out, and the universe starts putting that puzzle together for you. Okay, but then all of a sudden you flip the coin and you go, well, I really don't want that puzzle anymore. I kind of want this puzzle instead. So the universe is like, okay, let's start creating this. And then you go, well, wait a minute, I actually wanted heads, again on that coin. The universe is like brushing that aside and creating this. What happens is at some point the universe is just going to stop and go, okay, you figure it out. You figure out what it is that you truly want. Help us to help you create that image on the box of the puzzle. That's what we want to do. But if you're flipping, okay, and you're not making an actual decision, just because maybe perhaps things aren't going, maybe you're not seeing, the ultimate results at this time, what I'm getting here is like a puzzle takes a while to do. You've got to do the outside, you've got to do the inside, you've got to do each section. If you're missing a piece, the puzzle is kind of ruined. So what you want to do is you want to have a very clear picture of the puzzle that it is that you want to create, in order for the universe to create it and create a sense of a metamorphosis for you. It helps to change whatever situation it is, to help it transform, transmute it into something that it is that you are truly desiring. But in order to know what you truly desire, you have to go into this place of solitude, really create that picture, walk over to that wishing well, throw in that coin, and make sure that it's a very clear picture of what it is that you want to create, and then allow that metamorphosis to happen. I feel like for some of you, maybe there's a frustration because you're not seeing that puzzle being built, or maybe you're only seeing pieces of that puzzle, but you're not seeing the full picture. And you have to allow the time for the universe to create it. You have to allow the time for that metamorphosis to happen. Okay, it doesn't sometimes happen overnight because there might be other pieces. Again, it's that forming of that picture, and the universe has to have that clear picture in order to create it. So you've got to keep that clear vision inside of your mind. All right, so let's get some clarification cards and see what is coming through for you. I hope that made sense, because that's what I'm seeing with this, okay? It's like, yes, we tend to get frustrated when we're not seeing the full picture coming through, all right? But we have to have understanding that sometimes these things do take time. There might be maybe it's a very complicated puzzle. There's a big difference between a kindergarten puzzle with like 5 pieces to, a puzzle of the Sistine Chapel. Right? So, you need to have that time in order to bring that together. It's not always as easy as we think it might be, but that doesn't mean it's hard either. It's just having that clear picture so that the universe can work on it faster. Okay? Yeah, 5 of coins. A feeling of being left out in the cold, maybe not seeing things from all of the perspective, and that's what I get. It's like you're not, for some of you, and again, take this as it resonates, but it almost feels like, if you just turned around, if this person just turned around, she would see, that there's something beautiful behind her, but it's like she's got her back turned. She's not looking at the beauty of something. Sometimes it's about the journey too. Right? In order to create that puzzle, if you were just able to put together a picture of the Sistine Chapel in, an hour, what would be the joy in that? Sometimes the joy is seeing that picture come together. It's allowing the journey. Instead of feeling like you're being left out in the cold or that you're not seeing the manifestation come to light, turn around and look at it from a different perspective and enjoy the journey as well. Celebration. So we've got the Three of Cups coming through. Again, it's like staying in a place, a new perspective of joy and gratitude, and having that realization, or even putting an element of celebration into this, just in the celebration of knowing that the universe is working towards your goal. It's helping you. It's co-creating with you. And sometimes that Three of Cups can be like a co-creation of happiness and joy. And we've got the Hermit, duped to the solitude, right? We need to go into that. The interesting thing is when the Hermit comes through, see, the way I always look at the Hermit is not only are you going on a journey, but sometimes the universe is only going to show us step by step. Okay, because sometimes we have to master each step. If it was to show you the whole journey, sometimes that's not as exciting, or as there's not the lessons that we need to learn, or the lessons that we need to release, or what it is that we need to manifest. We're not going to have that ultimate joy, because when she reaches the end of her path, there is going to be that celebration, because she's taken the time for the actual journey itself. And I do feel that for some of you, that is going to be necessary. It's like, instead of feeling out in the cold, it's like turn around, take a new perspective towards it. Remember that you've already put your coin into that wishing well. You've already made your wish. Allow it to have that metamorphosis. Allow it to transform. We got the Queen of Coins. This is amazing energy. This talks about, abundance. The Queen of Coins is about nurturing. Nurture your dream. Nurture your journey. Have that faith that abundance is coming towards you. Okay, that Queen of Coins, she's very confident, she's very secure, she doesn't chase anything, she doesn't need to chase anything, she doesn't change her mind, because she knows what it is coming towards her in a very strong and secure place. It's coming from her own confidence. It's coming from her own security. She has created it, and she knows she already owns it. She's holding this big coin, this coin of abundance. And it's funny because as we're talking, it's like my ears have just literally started ringing. And I feel like this is a message that for some of you, you truly needed to hear. We have the Princess of Swords. So again, this is it's like a young energy. It's a young energy towards like possibly some sort of message. I feel like for some of you, this could be a message towards some sort of relationship coming through. I do feel that for some of you, it can also have a very watchful energy. It's like she's standing guard. You know what I mean? She's watching the energy. And I feel that that's something that you also need to release. Instead of watching the energy, or like watching something, how do I explain it? Instead of standing guard and waiting for something to come through, and then, being in an element, because this can be a very young or an immature energy. It's like she's waiting. Okay, instead of waiting for the energy, allow it to flow to you. Allow that metamorphosis to happen naturally is what I'm getting. We've also got the Three of Coins. Collaboration. This could also be some sort of karmic contract. It could be a what I'm getting here is collaborating with the universe. There needs to be a collaboration. It's like you and the universe working together to create this. It's like a partnership is what I'm getting. And it feels like for some of you, there may be another element to this. This could be like a relationship of some sort. There may be a karmic situation that needs to end. There could possibly be a new contract coming through in regards to a relationship. But again, I feel like having that clear picture is going to make the difference. When they're looking at this Three of Coins, they see it very clearly. They've put it up, right? They've put it up. I mean, for some of you, maybe that's even a vision board of some sort. But what I'm getting here is having that clear picture, that defined energy of what it is to create. We also have the Strength card. Again, you know, with that solitude, with that hermit. I feel like for some of you, there's an unbalanced energy in regards to the strength. Again, I'm feeling that, you know, you may have experienced disappointments in the past, but what I'm also getting is that those disappointments were bringing you to a place. It's like Spirit was showing you, look, you need to have strength. You need to have that clear vision. You need to have that clear idea in your mind, and this does take some strength. It takes strength to not get discouraged. It takes strength to not go into this Five of Pentacles energy. It takes strength to look at things from a new perspective. I feel like this journey in some way towards whatever it is bringing you that sense of strength. It's helping you, you know, it's helping to become stronger. There could be somebody from the past coming through here. Now, this could be perhaps some sort of relationship from the past. That Six of Cups energy also talks about memories, okay? So it feels like you may even need to draw some strength from past memories. Now, what I mean by that is, you know, even if there's been disappointments in the past, look at what kind of strength that you displayed throughout those times. And I feel like you're going to be able to gather that strength instead of looking at a situation and saying, you know, well, this was a disappointment, this was whatever, this didn't work out. The thing is that you made it through each one in some sort of sense of strength. And I feel like that's also what you need to do, is to take a look at past memories and recognize your own strength. Okay? Look at the times that you may have felt like you were alone or left out in the cold in some way, and gather the strength from those past situations. And we have the Ace of Coins. This is amazing energy. I'm going to be honest, like, we have a lot of pentacles. For some of you, this could have to do with, you know, money, career, whatever it is, because we do have those pentacles coming in. But it can also mean a grounded energy. So when we talk about pentacles, for me, it's like this is earthbound energy. This could be marriages, it could be relationships. It's things that are on an earthbound 3D level as opposed to just being in the 5D level, okay? And it feels like you're trying to manifest something. When that Ace of Coins comes through, this talks about that abundance, pure abundance. It talks about your material wishes coming through, whatever, you know, material aspect that it is. And what I'm getting is, like, through this strength within yourself, going in and creating a very clear vision of what it is that you're heading towards, or what it is that you're desiring. Okay, with the emotions, with the visions, everything, it is going to allow this metamorphosis to come through in order to create that wish that you have asked for. This is what I'm getting. So let's take a look into relationships and see what is coming through for that. And see if there's some more clarity here. Now, please remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They may be friends, family, co-workers, and they may be within yourself, okay? Take it as it resonates for you at this time. Okay. Relationships for Gemini. Confront. Third eye chakra. Envisioning. Right? And rebuild. Okay. What amazing energy. So what I'm getting here is this is that rebuild is like a tower card, or yeah, it's like the Tower card. We have the third eye chakra. We have the confront coming through here. What I'm getting here, this is the Moon card, okay? Moon, we have the Tower, we have all of these. What I'm receiving here is, again, there was some sort of disappointment in some aspect, or maybe perhaps you might be riding on There might be a future manifestation that you're trying to create, but you're riding on the wings of some sort of tower moment from the past. Again, I'm really feeling like you need to go through. You need to confront whatever this is that keeps coming up within yourself. Okay, release any disappointments, release all of that energy. I'm feeling here with that third eye chakra, again, is really focusing on what it is that you desire. It feels like you really need to send that out to the universe, right? That third eye. This is all about our psychic, intuitive. You know, here's the thing, is that we all carry a sense of intuition, but we can get so caught up in sometimes the outside energies that again, we're not allowing the journey to happen. And this is what I feel. I do feel that for some of you, you might be desiring a relationship of some sort, or maybe a rebuilding of some sort of relationship. What I'm getting here is that there needs to be some sense of foundation going through. But again, that foundation needs to come from a place that you're actually seeing it within your mind's eye. You may need to confront, and again, you know, coming back to like a karmic situation of some sort, you may need to confront some sort of karmic situation, whether this is within yourself, past karma, or it could be within an actual person, okay? But again, I'm feeling like there is a release of some sort. I feel like you need to almost rebuild something. You know, here's the thing. It doesn't mean rebuild. Like, I'm just going to give an example. Let's say there's a person of interest and things haven't gone the way that you've particularly wanted them to go. Maybe, you know, you take 2 steps forward, take a step back. It just feels like it's not progressing. But here's the thing, is really take a look into what energy you have been sending out to the universe. Have you allowed yourself to get into a place of like a despair, you know, or grief, because you're not seeing the progress within the situation? That's what you might need to confront. Okay. And when I say rebuild the situation, it's like kind of scrap all the old stuff. Okay. And just go, okay, I'm done with that. I'm going to rebuild the situation using my third eye vision, my third eye chakra. I'm going to start rebuilding it. I'm going to see this vision clearly, and I'm going to allow it to build a stronger foundation in order to bring it towards me. Okay? I hope that makes sense, but that's what I keep getting. So let's get a couple of clarifying cards, see what's coming through. Yeah, we have the Princess of Coins, Hanged Man, and we have the Justice. Yeah, there needs to be a sense of rebuilding here. That Princess of Coins, it's like I was saying about scrapping an old vision, or maybe again, you know, the back and forth of the visions. It's kind of like taking the project and, you know, I'm just going to give a silly example. Let's say you're writing a book. Okay, you know the premise of the book, you know what it is that you want, but you're not really sure how to get there. It's almost like, you know, and you've got 20 copies of paper lying all over the place. So kind of like take those, chuck them, get a clear vision by having that sense of solitude, that sense of going into yourself, really contemplating what it is that you're desiring. And start that project over. Start it from the beginning, even if it's with the same person, even if it's with the same idea, but you're seeing it now clearly. You're seeing it from a new perspective. You're now allowing yourself to not only enjoy the journey of it, but you're allowing yourself to have the gratitude and the grace to go forward. You've made that wish. You're allowing it to come true. You're now balanced those energies, because a foundation needs to be balanced in order to grow. This is what I'm getting. So again, you know, whatever relationship this is, whether it's with a person, whether it's within yourself, this is what needs to happen. It feels like this vision wants to come together. The universe is helping you to make it come together, but you need to have a clear vision as towards what it is that you want built. Okay, so let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. Clear message from the universe. closing message from the universe for Gemini. Okay. Make plans. Can't make this up, Gemini. There you go. Make plans and focus, right? Very, very clear. Very, very clear message. I love it. Shift your perception. That Five of Pentacles. Shift your perspective, right? Shift your perception. Look at it from a different way. Allow yourself to see the image clearly. And we have Seer. Oh God, I love it. I love when the universe, I love when spirit, is making things so clear. See beyond the current situation. That's exactly it. What you're seeing, might be just the perception of it. But you have to have that clear picture in order to build something with that strong foundation. This is what I keep getting. Make your plans and focus. All right. So I truly hope that that has helped, Gemini. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing week and many blessings.